Soty Show.
Welcome.
Welcome.
To the Soty Show.
To the Soty Show. Little
Right.
mix of whatever that was.
Yeah. Welcome
Sorry.
to a new episode of our podcast. We
Are the greatest podcasters that ever lived.
we need more people watching our podcast.
Now, why don't you guys watch our podcast?
I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just happy Jamie came back to the podcast.
Oh, I'm happy that Steve's here. That means that I didn't decide to go without him. I decided
What?
that maybe I was going
You were
to
fighting with Jared.
No, I was not.
I was not in this fight.
How
Our
did I
last podcast got heated. So, but it's a new week. Have a new outlook on life. We're just not going to talk
Did
about...
we help you with that outlet?
No, you did not help me with that outlook. You guys are closed-minded, so...
Whoa. We are the closed-minded ones?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the first section before this podcast gets...
How about we talk about...
is this a heated topic?
I don't
It
think
is
so.
not.
It might be.
Okay.
For some people, it's heated.
It is. For us, it's not, so...
This is the conversation of a lifetime right here.
Public school or homeschool? What?
No school.
Or no school?
Oh, I win.
I choose no school.
I mean,
There's...
I
Okay,
don't know.
so... There's so much to, like, unpack with this, and my brain is always like, I don't know.
Let's
I'm
start
not
with, we
adamant.
don't know what we're going to do for our kids. Like, we've gone back and forth between, I mean, it's more like online private than homeschool.
We don't know what we're doing for our kids every year, pretty much. We take it, which I think is a healthy way of looking at it. We take it 1 year at a time because we're willing to adjust.
And even each kid individually this time are kind of looking at it separately.
Yes.
So
I worry that changing too much is a bad thing, but I don't know. We just take it a year at a time and a kid at a time.
And every kid's so different and so interesting that in our family, it's kind of like some kids I'd be like, absolutely, I think it's way better to go to public school. And then some kids I'm like, this kid might need homeschool.
You know, I can't focus on this conversation anymore until Steve gets the black thing out of his teeth. Yeah. Down. Right.
Is it on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Okay. Well, you're
All
pointing up here earlier.
It's gone like this, and between the teeth. Right there. One up. No, it's still there. Yeah. It's going to be there for the rest of the podcast. Jared, why do you have that look on your face? Can you see it from the cameras?
No, I can't see anything. But just this
Good,
conversation.
Can you guys see it?
Here?
Nope. It's right one over. That one, in between those two. It's like a seed. God! So,
Now that I have no self-confidence, that's why I need to be homeschooled.
if I would have left it there
That is not
and
needed.
told you after, that was actually very bad, but you would have been like, why didn't you tell me I had something in my teeth an hour ago?
I
And
would
we're not going to ignore what Steve said. So, Steven thrives on public school, enjoyed public school. When we did the online private school, we've never done
straight up homeschool.
homeschool
Yeah.
like with me being the teacher, because that's scary.
Well, why not me?
Who would do the teaching?
I would.
I would, because Steve can't sit in one place for longer than 2 seconds, so he'd be like, yeah, I'll help you do that. Where did Steve go?
I
He's
would
gone.
thrive in homeschool in the regard of no one holding me accountable and telling me I'm not doing anything. And so when I
Jamie.
I just don't think every day being like, I'm going to teach and do
I
this,
would-
he wouldn't be able to do
No.
it. That's why I know that responsibility is mine
Yes,
to bear.
and I think that's fair.
and not his.
There was a sarcastic comment, obviously, that I would not be a homeschool teacher or a regular teacher.
He just wouldn't be able to handle it.
What kind of kids do you think thrive on homeschool versus not, though?
So I feel like public school works perfectly for most children. Like, they kind of fit the mold. I feel like there's several outliers of kids that learn differently, and the proven method of public school that works for the majority of kids, it just kind of doesn't work for them. They don't learn that way. So I would say more hands-on visual learners, people that have harder time processing information being told to them, or they have to learn it a few different ways before they grasp it, it's harder for them because there's just not the time or the resources to teach them that way.
I also think a lot of like the kids that fit the regular mold though would probably thrive in homeschool.
They would.
There's
thrive
probably
with
it's probably similar where like there's like this overlap, and then on each end there's a small number that would like I cannot do homeschool. Like
Yeah.
Steven struggled with that section of it.
Yeah. He also didn't do like homeschool.
True.
So it's hard.
It might be different if we were like sitting down and teaching.
He was just sitting in a Zoom classroom. He was like in a public school setting, kind of listening
Online.
to a teacher online, but held more accountable on getting his own work done.
So when I was a kid, if you were homeschooled, it meant you were weird.
Yep.
It's
same.
pretty much the only scenario that you were homeschooled. Is
Same.
that what you're kind of saying? Is the weirdos need to be homeschooled?
No. I'm saying.
I'm just clarifying.
I'm saying the kids that actually struggle
No, I
with
know.
the being in a classroom.
Didn't it
of
used to be that way though? Like
29
it
kids.
used to be like, hey, that
It
person
used to be a
who-
taboo.
You
Like, it used to
basically
be-
were like it was like you were a Bigfoot walking around.
and
like
you're not social if you're homeschooled.
But
You're
the
not-
thing is that may have just been our perception of them, but they probably had this really cool like upbringing. Maybe they had their group because people do like co-ops now.
I don't know that I
and-
actually knew a homeschooled person. I just knew the
Yeah.
caricature of
I don't
homeschooled
know.
people.
Yeah.
It
I'm
has
kinda
become.
same.
There was way less.
Yeah,
It
for
has
sure.
become way more of a common thing. So I would say now it's not looked upon
No
as that
stigma.
because
I
now
heard something
it's
on
like,
the news that it was like they're doing like a news article here in Utah at least about like because they're having huge percentage of doing homeschool.
Yeah.
But I also look at the homeschool thing, not the people that, at least now the way I look at it is not only the people that need more help, but also sometimes like I've seen some homeschool kids now that can finish their high school way sooner too.
Yeah, I've
Yes.
seen that too.
So it's like also kids that are way smart. That
Steven would have done that. I feel
sometimes like you're sitting in the
Taylor
same
might have
grade
too.
for a long time,
Taylor.
learning things that you've already mastered, where you can move on and go to the next level and
Yeah.
keep going.
I
So
feel
I mean, I
like
can see that
a
too.
lot of public school, and you'll get people that are like really like have strong opinions about this, but like I feel like a lot of public school is babysitting. There's a lot of time that
Busy
you're there
work.
for the 6 hours that maybe the knowledge base where you're getting the information could be cut in half, and that's where I think people see the appeal of homeschool, because it's like you can cut that stuff in half, and then you having solid learning experiences with a smaller group of people.
And I think there was a
less
study
time.
too of like kids can only like
Retain,
retain a certain amount of hours or
Probably.
something.
like you can
of
fit it. You
information.
can fit it in 3 hours a day, like 4 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
and you could at the same pace as public school, but your kids are just gone in that setting. They're with their peers. They're doing other things, right? They're having their lunch with their peers. They're having their
They're
extra
away from
classes.
their parents too, which is nice for the parents to be able to work or to
Yes.
just have a break sometimes. I mean, that's might sound terrible, I guess, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of benefits to public
I
school.
think the
in that
social
regard.
aspects are really huge with public school.
Yeah, it's really nice to like have people call you fat and tell you that you're ugly and look stupid.
So there's also that. So you have the good social for some kids that thrive on that, and then there's the bad stuff that comes with social, which we've had both in our family.
Yeah.
Like it just depends on the situation, the kid, and the age. And so there's also that where you
We
get
have some
to deal
kids
with.
who want that social aspect more than they want the education. So they're like, we're
Yes.
going to public school because I want to be around people. I want to have friends. And I want to do this thing. Well, not that you can't have friends in homeschool, right? But like that.
No.
That's what their like focus is. They're like, no, I want that. And then there's the other kids who are like, I hate that. And we have both in our family going
Yeah.
to the same schools even. And it's just like,
Yes. Yeah, and that's just why we look at it as an individual basis too. Like if we were to homeschool, it would not be all of our kids.
no,
It
just the ones that want to travel with us.
I think one of my gripes is
benefit
like
of homeschool.
the homework. I don't know. What are your guys'
Oh,
I
thoughts on homework?
hate homework.
I think
Homework-
it needs to be done away with. for
Homework
sure.
is the worst. When my kids get a teacher that doesn't do homework, it's like a breath
Even for
of
the
fresh
kids,
air.
like I feel like they enjoy the class better. They focus more, and it's more.
I mean, I think back to when I would
interactive.
like go to work and come home just from like a job as an adult, and I get like a phone call from work. It would like irritate me because it's like now I'm doing this crap at home. I wanted a break. I want to relax a little bit. I want to hang out with my family or friends or whatever. And then you're at school. It's the same thing. You're there for 6 hours. Like that's enough for a kid, and to not have to come home and be like, well, now you have 45 minutes of homework for each
Exactly.
class.
And then they have a sport, and then they have to go to bed to have enough time. Like
Well,
I look at
feel
that, they have like
that
30
is
minutes to
teaching,
an hour of
like,
family.
not teaching, but it's cultivating a little bit of anxiety even at a young age where it's like, I got to do this homework. I feel like in elementary school there should be no homework at all.
I agree with
I
that.
feel like the junior high and high school levels, they have, in our area, they have long classes. They have them split up into 2 days.
We don't see a whole lot of homework.
And so they have like a period for like 90 minutes. And I think
Yeah, if they
it's
do, like, a
so
study
that
hall
they
type
can
of thing,
do their
yeah.
homework. And if our kids have homework, it's probably because they didn't take advantage of that time. That's their consequence
Yeah.
for.
And
Even
there's-
apart from that, I would say almost like if you do a project base would be better too. It's like
Longer
because that's
time
if you're
spending.
looking at more like homework, what it's good for, teach you to like do projects in the corporate world or whatever, like in the future maybe. But like projects aren't just a 1 day thing too.
Yeah.
It's like you got a month to kind of do this project.
Can you
with your
imagine being a
peers and
teacher
stuff.
though? Like think about having 45
They
butt heads
awful.
in your class, and you're trying to like figure out how to teach 6 of them that care, and then the rest of them you're trying to like just make them survive school.
Awful. Teachers,
You deserve
Are-
a medal for
yeah.
real.
like, yeah.
One thing
Unless
I
you're a
heard
crappy
too is
teacher.
that at least like
Because that exists too,
It does.
and you run
in
into that's
every
another problem with
profession.
homeschool versus public school. I'd say.
But also with
Yeah.
homework, so I was at some friend's house and their daughter said that she was kind of finishing up all of her assignments that she had because I guess a lot of the teachers now accept late work at the
yeah,
all 100% late work. So they wait until the very end, and it's like that's horrible for the teacher, but it's also teaching bad things for the kids of procrastination and stuff like that. And so it's like
yeah.
I don't
it's
see the
complicated.
good part about
Anyways.
homework in a lot of like in any way.
I think
really,
homework
but
is
I
a
don't know.
struggle. Like I don't like it. I don't think you learn a whole lot from it because you're at home. Usually you're just. But there's certain things too. Like I mean, you can't be like read this whole book in class and then
The
do this
problem
book
is that
report
they're
on it. I mean,
trying to say like cultivate these skills like the timed reading and the stuff like that because they didn't get to it in class.
Yeah.
On an individual basis, do it at home on an individual basis. But I feel like why not do that in your 3 hours of homeschool when your kid's at home? Get that. I feel like homeschooling, you have more time, free time with your kids.
Yeah.
If you wanted that, you can get it if you're on the ball, right? And you get it done. Your kid can get it done in 3 hours. If you wanted to wake up and get it all done, you could also choose, depending on how your kid is, to do it in the evenings. If you're like, this kid does better at this time, and you can break it up
Yeah.
and do it when they're most productive and get it done in a shorter period of time.
I feel like I used to be anti-homeschool. Now I'm like 100% pro-homeschool minus the having to do it.
Yeah.
So
The thing
that-
for the
He's
parents is
so I'm
pro-homeschool.
100% public school also.
He's
For the parents, it's
pro
really
homeschool
hard.
if
Yeah.
somebody else does
Because
it.
it's like maybe it is good for the kids, but I do think there's benefits to like being outside of the home and stuff. I enjoyed public school personally. Like I didn't
Yeah.
have a bad experience, I would say, but the idea of like you're like restricted all the time sounds awful as a parent. Like, hey man, it'd be nice if I could like have my kids to go do X, Y, Z, but I would have a really hard time like teaching my kids, even if I was good at like not wanting to like being like I gotta go. I worry about my ability to pass on information to someone else.
I think
But I guess maybe
If
I'm
you sit
better than
there
the
and
teachers
you-
too.
that's what
sometimes.
I'm saying.
Oh, she's taking shots at teachers.
all I'm saying though is that you can
Some
have a
teachers,
really
again.
great teacher that has a passion for it, but they also just
Have
went to
45
school,
kids in the class.
have a bachelor's degree, master's degree, and learned, to teach children and to deal. But you're also a parent,
Yeah.
and you have to teach your kids other things. And
They have 45 kids or whatever in those classes.
I know
40 kids.
it's
like,
really
there's
hard to get.
No way. I can't
to
teach our
every-
6 kids at the same time. If you were like, put
No.
them all 6 here and let's make sure they all learn this one thing,
It's really hard.
I'd have to be like out of my mind good to do that. So
but
these
even
guys
then,
are struggling.
even then, you could get to those 6 more information than
Oh, yes,
you
'cause
can
you're still-
to the 30.
You're just stretching
Kids
the
in your
teachers to them.
class.
Like, I guess if a school had 6 kids in each class, it'd be like amazing, probably.
We have some kids that struggle that they're in there, and if they're sitting next to someone talking, they're not hearing what's going on at all. It's
No.
like, what are you saying?
And we have kids who are terrified of talking to a teacher, which is not, they need to learn that skill, but at the same time, they're just sitting there not learning.
Are they just getting left behind? Of us trying to teach them that skill by go to
Not if
public
George
school
Bush
and learn
hasn't
that
made it.
skill, are you just getting left behind? Yeah.
No child left behind.
What about the deschooling? Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
What's your thoughts on the deschooling versus homeschooling? Like,
So
is that a
there's-
form
there's-
of homeschool
There's
or what?
people that do.
You deschool to get ready for homeschool, right?
There's some people that will do like homeschooling where they're like, we're doing school at home.
Yes.
So it's, guess what? We're going to sit down at this desk. We're going to do math now. Open your book. I'm going to teach you this. Let me write on this thing. Okay, lunchtime, recess time,
They'll
that's
still like do a less amount of time, but they still
yeah,
do
and they're
it
doing it
structured
that's
like school.
different. Deschooling people believe in taking apart and away everything that has to do with public school because it's
That's not how you're
it's
supposed
getting
to
it
learn.
out
We're
of
gonna
your
learn
head.
this way.
If we're not doing that, we're gonna learn a different way, and so their different way of
So
learning.
they're not doing just like the regular math or the regular. They'll do a little bit of stuff,
They may, but it's more like, okay, come out to the garden. Everyone sit here. We're gonna be planting these
We've got
vegetables.
8 cherries.
Did you
and
know
whatever.
how? Did you know how tomatoes grow? And it's like they do this, they do that. Grab that leaf, put that here, do that. Okay, we're gonna go play on the playground. Did you know when you slide down the slide that it does? And teaching like by experiences and talking and going places, that's deschooling because you're not sit down at this table, sit down at this thing. Let's teach you like you did at public
But isn't-
school.
And who teaches the parents these things?
And isn't this all pointless though? Because we're all gonna get chips in our head and just download information. in,
I'm
like,
waiting
the
for
next
that
couple
day.
years.
Is that where this conversation ends right now? 'Cause
I think that's where it starts.
I just solved world education. Elon Musk is the
there
answer.
is a lot to learning, like Googling and like just figuring out stuff, like not being afraid of being like,
Because if you
I
can
don't
put
know
stuff
what
into
that
Google
is.
and get information, that's good.
Have you guys ever watched Storybots?
No.
That's actually I like Storybots.
Oh my gosh, is this a little kid show?
It is a little kid show,
Oh,
but
get
they
outta
like
here.
talk about like why is the sky blue? They talk about scientific and it's
Yeah,
like,
the sky's blue because that's the color of the sky.
One real quick before
go watch
we
the
end
Storybots
this
episode.
conversation
You'll find out.
Elon Musk.
is one benefit of homeschooling is you can find something that your kid is passionate about and go with that.
True.
I read about a family that had like multiple children and all their children were homeschooled. So a large family, and the majority of them, I'm thinking all of them, had gotten a college degree
In something.
in something before their age of college, right?
Yeah.
They were getting degrees,
See, it's
Yeah.
that type of stuff that
At a
interests
very
me
young
in the ways
age.
I'm like,
but
That could be-
it was because and they were degrees in you know, like medieval history or like, you know, like but it
Yeah.
was a specific thing that they were passionate about, and so they went with that and they honed in their skill of like, I'm really obsessed with space, so I'm going to take on as much curriculum about space as possible. I'm gonna do the English. I'm gonna do
But focusing on what you're
see
good at.
that's the main thing because
but
like
I'm hyper focused.
you want to be able
space.
to be well rounded in the other areas as well,
Yes.
but not.
See, but that's the benefit of the public school too, though, is it can like balance that out. There's a board of directors watching and making sure like, hey, every kid's getting a certain amount. You have to do certain things, and then you don't end up with like scenarios where trending topics of people who probably homeschooled and they're like doing horrible things to their kids, or like hyper focusing what they think on their kids as opposed to
Yeah.
what the kid actually wants to do.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because you could be like, you're into space, but maybe your kid freaking hates space, and now they're like, you're just cramming that in their brain. You're getting a college education before you're 18. Now they're just getting more overloaded, and you're just like doing the opposite effect, right?
So I didn't ask you,
I mean,
Jamie,
you
but
probably would
which
do that
side
as a
are you
parent
on?
with other things, anyways, when they come home from school. If you're that way,
Yeah.
Not homeschool's not doing that. You're just that parent.
Are you more of a deschooling or more of a school at home type of homeschool?
I don't know. Never put much thought into it because I've never really done it. I would see that some of my kids that struggle would benefit from a deschooling and learning without realizing that they're learning. I have some kids that, like, the minute you have a paper out and you have all these words on it and all these questions, it's like...
You may as well have just been speaking Chinese the whole time.
It's like...
And then we have other kids you can be speaking
mental
Chinese
block.
to and they get it.
Exactly. But, like, a mental
Actually,
block...
no Chinese.
But there's a mental block that happens where that child would benefit much more from that material being taught to them differently without them realizing I have to sit down and do this worksheet. And at school, the worksheets pile on and that information is never getting through at all.
Yeah.
So I would say if I had to choose, I do it this way, deschooling, they're at least going to learn that way because I'm sitting at public school getting these worksheets just piled here. It's never going to get through. So
I 100% think that that's the case, especially some of our kids. So one of our kids in particular, like, just doesn't learn that way, so it doesn't work. So, yeah, it's complicated. If you homeschool, let us know in the comments. If you are anti-homeschool, let us know in the comments.
we want to know
This sounds like a topic we can keep going on too, because there's a lot of
Oh
things.
my gosh, you
to,
can dig into every little aspect of this.
like
There
the
is a
next
lot
time
to
we'll
go
talk about
into
the chips in the
making a decision.
brain, and then the next time we'll talk about AI.
I think
and
chips
then-
in your brain is probably the right answer, though.
It's never.
I would 100% download all the information in my brain about stuff that I cared about, which would be ridiculously dumb
Golf.
stuff. Like golf, random topics that I learned about on TikTok that day.
Exactly. Nothing of use.
Either my brain would just explode with dumb information.
And that's why I don't know if we're going to ever homeschool our kids. Just joking.
Whoa! That's interesting, but I think we should turn the tables a little bit.
Okay.
Turn the tables.
Speaking of deschooling, we're going to do some deschooling right now. With an Etch A Sketch game, I think.
How? What kind of segue is that?
We're deschooling ourselves. This is how we learn.
With an Etch A Sketch?
This is how I actually think I did learn when I grew up, so. Who's ready for the Etch A Sketch game?
Etch A
Do it one more
Sketch.
time. Ready, go.
Who's ready for the Etch A Sketch game?
Etch A Sketch.
All right. So
Why am I enjoying that so much?
I don't know.
It wasn't that was not dirty, by the way. I'm just asking. Like, it was just like I was enjoying watching you do that. You looked joyful.
what?
I don't know.
I saw the joy in your eyes. I think she's excited about the Etch A Sketch. So, what is the Etch A Sketch game?
So I am. You both have Etch A Sketches.
Yes.
They're heavy.
They are a little bit heavy.
I saw what you can do with these things on Breaking Bad. Make like rice in and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
you actually can.
Okay, let's go on with something else.
Make poison with this thing.
So
I doubt you can't do that anymore, can you?
I don't know.
Don't
On
Google,
a
don't
different-
Google that.
on a
Don't
different-
Google that.
Different note completely.
Sorry.
So I will be.
Breaking Bad's a great show, by the way.
There's some people that do some crazy,
It's a
awesome
different podcast.
art.
Than the one I'm on.
I'm with you, Jamie. I'm helping you
Okay,
out.
thank you.
All right.
You like Breaking Bad.
I don't like you just...
So there's amazing art that gets drawn on an Etch A Sketch. So we're gonna see how good of artists you guys are on an Etch A Sketch. I will give you guys a prompt. You guys will have to draw it in the allotted amount of time, and I will be the judge to see
Up,
who
down, right, left.
Hold on, I gotta get my thing in
Makes
the
it-
middle or something.
better. Okay.
I don't even know where it is. Oh, wait.
I know that's what I'm doing.
We'll do a
don't-
few rounds, and we'll also do a few trivia about Etch A Sketch.
People can really draw cool stuff with
So
an Etch A
real
Sketch.
quick.
Some
you're
of these
gonna give
pictures
us a-
are absolutely.
She's
You're
gonna hit me with that.
You're going to give us a prompt, and
Yes.
we have...
We'll start easy. Are you okay?
I don't think you need to
I
like
think whoever built
beat
this...
the life out of everything
Whoever
in the
built
room.
this struggled a
I think you
little
just
bit.
give a little shaky shake.
No. I actually had stuff on mine. You haven't yet.
I have.
All right. You ready for your first prompt?
Yes.
You will have 30 seconds to draw this.
What?
Can I start now?
First prompt is yeah,
Go.
you can start. Go ahead.
Please start.
I nailed it.
Is a star.
We'll do a telepathic game.
However you want to draw a star, you have 30 seconds to draw it. Starting now.
Well, this is going really well so far. You didn't
So
specify.
Etch A Sketches are tough because you go up, down, left, right, but you have to do a mixture of the both to be able to go like side to side to like to the corners.
How much time do I have left? Because I am doing an awesome star, actually.
I mean, you have 10 seconds left.
Oh, shoot. It's going to get a little rough at the end, but it's because I'm making the world's greatest star. I'm done.
3,
Woo!
2, 1. Hands off.
Jamie drew an asterisk.
All right. Let us see here. Who is first?
Don't shake it.
Steve, I want you to show the camera yours first.
Okay.
Go.
How are we looking? Can you see my ninja star?
Oh my gosh, that's an X.
It's a ninja star.
Okay.
Ninja stars happen to be the shape of an X. That's not my fault.
Okay, I mean, I did just say star, so.
Could you throw this into a wall?
The Etch A Sketch? Yes.
No, the ninja star. Do I need to call the
I mean,
Ninja Kids
go for
and
it.
see?
No.
Okay, Jamie, let's
Okay.
see yours.
Right here?
Yeah, let's see yours.
See mine?
It's
This
an
is
asterisk.
Jamie's star. Okay, so a little bit different thought process on both of your guys' star.
You just did lines.
It's just one.
So who's...
Wait, are
round
you
one.
voting?
Yeah, I vote. Who
He
else?
just votes.
He
How
has
else
to-
are we gonna figure this out?
I mean, yours...
Whatever, you're always against me, so you two
I was gonna
gang
give you
up.
this point, but
Wow.
you know, if you're gonna be
I mean, mine has a little bit more depth to it.
yours is 3D in a way.
Well, I don't know about 3D.
In
It's
a
2D.
way.
Hers is 1D.
2D somewhat. All right, I was gonna give it to Jamie, even though she's talking trash on me. But
I mean, I guess if you were to look at this without any context, I would pick Jamie's as the one.
I think Jamie is
Would
a
get more
cleaner-
star picks
It's
than
a
mine.
cleaner one. So
But-
Jamie, you get a point. Congratulations.
What
And
about the
enough lip
creativity for
from
doing
you.
a ninja star?
I
Nothing.
mean, doing the ninja star, I think you just tried to draw a star and you
Why are you
couldn't,
doing it so
and then you
aggressively?
decided to say ninja star. So.
You just have to go like this and shake it.
I was just mocking you.
Mine doesn't come off when I do
Okay,
that.
maybe I have to do a little harder than I thought.
Exactly.
Okay, next one.
It's still not up. Look.
Are you ready?
I
She's
can
gonna-
shake it, but he's gonna
I
get
feel like
he's
she's
gonna
gonna-
make
You
fun of me.
don't. So on these, you want to shake like yes, like that. If you shake just this way, it's not
well,
getting
if I'm going
all the
like
stuff
this
on
front
there.
and back. Okay.
All right,
I like this game.
Next. we are doing. You guys will have. We'll give you 45 seconds for this one.
Like you can gauge how long we actually need.
I see a clock here.
What does the winner get, anyways? $100,000 or something like that?
Sure.
A house.
Of your money.
Draw me a house.
Oh,
However
shoot.
you want to do it.
I'm in the middle.
Whatever that looks best.
I can do it.
Starting now.
Do 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 do.
Jamie is so far up 1-0 on Steve.
It should have been like a half a point, though. I feel like.
I don't know about yours.
Ninja
I think you
Star, dude.
tried to draw a star.
I mean,
and-
once I started, I immediately was obviously trying to draw a star, and then I was like, "Ooh, it looks like a ninja star," so I kept going with it. Boom, I'm done. Oh, yours is better. I'm gonna do more. How much time do I have
You
left?
can't look. That's cheating.
15 seconds left.
It's cheating.
What's cheating about that?
10 seconds.
I'm putting a rain gutter on. I went the wrong way. I think I lost
3,
this round
2,
already.
1, stop. All right, before we show this, I have a little bit of a trivia for an extra point.
What?
Thank goodness. 'cause
So
I'm
we've got
not
a few
gonna win
trivia
these drawing
here.
Games.
When was the Etch A Sketch first invented?
1975.
What year?
Not even close.
The closest one.
1981.
So we got. Will you hurry up and choose one because you've
1975.
chosen 3
Don't
different
look at it.
ones.
1975.
It doesn't say it on there.
Doesn't
That was
say.
my first one.
Steve, what do you
1975 is
got?
what you're going with? I'm going to go with
1975?
1963.
In the 60s?
1963,
I think it's
1975.
earlier than the 60s even, probably.
Yeah,
But
maybe in the 50s. No, it's not in the 50s.
You
my
ready?
house is disappearing. It's disappearing!
The correct answer is
You turn it upside down.
1959.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So she went over, though, so it doesn't count, right?
Well, you were closer anyway. So, Steve gets a point from the
Alright.
trivia. You said 1963.
I need that. My house erased.
Because he tipped it upside down to...
I can still see the outline, though. Jared judged the outline of my house.
You gotta look at
All
the
right,
outline,
Steve, we'll start with yours.
Sorry, everybody. You get to just look at my smiling face.
Oh, gosh.
What in the world happened with your roof?
It was like a cottage-style roof.
I guess if you say it like that, maybe I can see it. Let's see if we can.
Can you see it?
Okay, yeah, you can see it right there. Okay.
Bang!
So you can kind of see the weird roof. Okay. So that's what we're dealing with on Steve's.
But Jamie's house
Looks
needs
like
to
it
be
has
at
a
least
hat
7
on it.
times bigger than it is.
Whatever.
All right, Jamie, let's see
That
yours.
one's mine.
Hold it down a little bit. There you go, right there. Okay.
Neither's amazing, but hers
Neither
is
is
cleaner.
amazing.
Hers is cleaner looking.
Hers is cleaner. Yours is bigger.
I had 2 windows. She had 1. I'm just saying.
I do have to give it to Jamie. I think hers is cleaner.
You got a point anyway.
So
Being
Steve
closer.
is 1 point. Jamie has 2 points now.
Yeah. Apparently, you just had to tip it upside down to make it disappear.
I don't know. Mine did some weird funky dunky stuff. So
All right, round 3.
that's trace in
This
Spanish.
is something that everyone always does. Whenever they have an Etch A Sketch.
No. You're made
What?
to like the Mona Lisa or something.
Everyone does the Mona Lisa when they have an Etch A
I thought
Sketch.
you
No
said
way.
twig berries.
What? No.
Are we
Okay.
done?
No. We're doing the cool S. Do you guys know what the cool S is?
It's not a cool S. It's the Stussy S.
I don't even know what you said. Stussy S? Call it
You
the cool
can't
S.
do that
Look it up.
with an Etch A Sketch is easy.
Look up the Stussy S, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I mean, it says the cool S, but we can do the Stussy S, whatever you want to say.
I
but
can't.
You will
That's
have.
dumb.
Why is that dumb? She's already gonna lose. She's mentally
We haven't
out
started
of
yet,
this.
have we?
No, you were moving.
She is
so I thought-
I was
mentally
just-
out of
yeah.
this already. All right, 30 seconds. On your mark, get set, go.
There's no way I can do this. I already went the wrong way. Immediately. Immediately, no.
I don't know how to do it.
I don't either. I don't.
I used to know
I
how
think
to
I'm
do
making
it.
a C. What the- I don't know how to do it.
You could do it on there.
Mine looks like a dead banana.
A dead banana versus an alive banana.
Yes. I feel like it's an
The
app
answer to your question, yes.
It doesn't look like an S. I'll say that. Well,
I've
I'm done.
completely messed this up.
I'm done already.
let me see the S that you're talking about.
No.
The cool S. I'm done. So I can cheat.
I can't. You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah, that's the Stussy S.
So
Look it up.
I just typed in cool S, and it brings it right.
Ask where it comes from then.
What is Stussy?
The cool S is also known as the universal S, is a graffiti sign in popular culture and child lore that is typically doodled on children's notebooks.
Yeah, Google
What
it.
is Stussy?
It's a clothing brand.
Okay. I think Steve may be wrong.
Stuss- with a Y? Stussy S? Cool. It just says, yeah, so it comes up with cool S.
See? It
Meet
comes
the
from
guy
Stussy.
that just trademarked the S thing.
Yeah, so if you trademarked it, you invented it.
Okay, are you guys done? All right, let's see. Should we see Steve's dead banana first?
No.
Wait. No. Before we get started, we have another.
No
another-
points are getting awarded this round. Is all I'm saying. Neither of us drew an S.
We
You
do.
can't do it. You can't do it on an Etch A Sketch. You
Okay.
can't do it on an Etch A
We do have another trivia though before we get started.
I might win this round.
In the Pixar movie Toy Story, which character is an Etch A Sketch? What's his
the
name? What's the character's name that's the Etch A Sketch?
Sketch.
Sketch?
I don't. Pix.
Pix?
I know it's not that. I know it's not sketchy.
I get what you're saying, though.
But I'm trying to.
The correct answer is Etch. You were
Oh.
close, Steve, but you're wrong.
I was close.
It is Etch, not Sketch. So 0 points.
When I looked at it, though, I was like, hey, there's no
I don't
way.
get points for being closer like the last round?
No, that's you don't get to judge
No,
what's
you do not get it
closer
right.
or not. No.
All right. Steve, let's see your dead banana first.
Dead
It's
banana.
supposed to...
Is that an apt description of what I drew?
Yeah, that looks like if it was turn it this way. Looks like someone stepped on the banana. Looks
So-
like the banana peel that they throw on.
Or like anorexic Pac-Man.
Just so you know, this is supposed to be an S, the cool S. So, all
I still
This
might be
one's fine.
closer.
right, Jamie, let's see yours. Oh my
She
gosh.
just drew a bunch of lines.
Do you know how you actually do the cool S?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You can do it.
Three
as long as you
lines,
continue
And then
three
erase
lines,
them.
and you connect. But
But
how are
what
you
you could
supposed
do,
to do
you
that?
do you do one line up, down,
I know.
get that line,
There's
down,
no way
that
you're
line,
gonna be able
down,
to do
down,
that
that
with this.
line.
I did it.
Not in the amount of time.
Not in 30 seconds.
I
do
did
give
it
a
the
point to
way-
Jamie on this
I did it
one.
the way-
I think hers was closer.
When they say you
than
doodle on a
banana.
notebook, I did the lines the way you're supposed to. 1, 2, 3.
At least she had lines.
1, 2, 3.
Yours-
Connecting sideways.
Yours was not.
Yours was not even an S.
We gotta
You're
score
like, you
3 to
drew a
1
dead
right now.
banana.
At least it's going along the way of actually doing one, but
I guess I should have just drawn an S. I might have won.
you may have.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
It's like, but it is the only one that has an S on the page.
All right. Next round.
Whew, dead banana.
This one I'll give you a little bit longer time.
Oh, thank you.
Jamie,
What?
your prompt
Oh, I have a different one?
is to draw Steve. Steve, your prompt is to draw Jamie. Go.
Easy. Easy peasy.
May the best artist win. Bob Ross it up.
I think I'm gonna win this one, dude. How specific should I be getting on this?
However specific you want to.
Like, do you want it to be actually like a
Whoever that
miniature
looks the
version?
closest, or whatever one I like best. I don't know. I'm the
It's
judge
all
here.
subjective, so.
What are you talking about? This game's not subjective at all. Jamie's got a funky shaped head.
So that's why you're asking how realistic.
According to my Etch A Sketch, Jamie's head is kind of funky
Can't
looking.
even do it.
You look like you have a radish as a head right now. I'm gonna put one arm on your hip here. There you
You're
go.
even doing a body? Jeez.
What was I supposed to not do about it? You just had to draw Jamie.
Just-
He's just rushing through it.
We'll
pretty
see how-
fast,
we'll see how it looks.
aggressively.
I'm not rushing through it. This is looking fantastic. We're gonna have to say this is Jamie when she was like when she's 97.
You're already done? Like, you take no time. It's so weird.
I'm good at it. I actually think I might be drawing Maggie from The Simpsons.
We will have another trivia to give Steve a chance to come back, maybe.
I'm winning this one, I think. All right, your eye's a little square. We're gonna pretend like you're wearing glasses when you're old. This is 150-year-old Jamie.
All right.
I apologize in advance for you seeing this.
Jamie, how close are you to being done?
I'm getting there.
I'm hard to draw because I have some pretty intricate features, I guess.
Intricate
Too
features.
small to draw on there.
I do not know what that means.
I think I might win.
You better hope so. You're down 3-1.
Do I get an advantage for like the time that I'm drawing mine in compared to her?
No, because that
Possibly.
just shows
you're
that
taking
you're.
a long time.
That
dude.
just shows that you're taking.
Well, we're being timed. I thought you were supposed to hustle.
He said I was gonna give you a little bit more time on this one.
Yeah, a little bit more time.
I could have had 6 Jamies drawn by now.
The multiverse of Jamie's.
This is digital Jamie.
You keep trying to justify what you've drawn. I'm a little worried about what it
I'm a little
is.
worried about what I'm gonna
You've
look
justified it like 4 times.
You should be worried because let's just say they look like they're hanging a little low in this picture.
like.
That's for the 90-year-old.
I don't know how you're like. I guess
We're not even close on time
it's
though.
so
No,
hard with these.
I mean-
My picture's way.
I might
way
have to
more.
give Steve a point just for time right now. If you get it done in the next 5 seconds, I won't give Steve a point.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bah.
She wanted to make sure you didn't get an extra point. You see that? Sheesh. All right, who do we see? Who should we see first?
Jamie's. You keep showing mine.
All right,
first.
Jamie, let's see yours first. Hold it up a little bit more.
Now move it.
It's a little blurry. Go back. There you go, right there. Okay, that's what took you that long to do?
Now move it.
Hold on. Okay, just go down with it now. All the way. All the way down.
Why?
Okay.
She doesn't get what I'm doing.
No.
All right, Steve, let's see yours.
And I drew an entire human with
Which way is she looking?
well, now she's looking. I can't see it, so she's looking to the side now. But her chest is facing forward.
That's her chest. Is that her arm sticking out?
Okay, so I can't see what you're looking at. So that's her arm. Like she
Okay.
was like, "Excuse me."
Hand on the hip.
Hand on the hip on this side. It's just, flossing a little attitude. And that's her.
Does he not have hair?
That's to make sure you knew it was a
It
female.
does look like Bart Simpson hair.
Doesn't it look like Marge Simpson a little bit?
All right, then.
I mean,
See yours again, Jamie?
I have arms, hands, chestal cavities, and legs.
If those
I
are
gave him bushy eyebrows and a mole
Okay, that's offensive.
on the side of his eyebrow.
I have to give it to Jamie.
What?
Unfortunately.
Like
Hers is the
I
better
even did
drawing.
hair.
Hers is not a better drawing.
But because she took so long with it, I do give Steve a point for it as well.
No, I don't want a point.
Scores 4-2.
I drew little.
Take a pity point.
Look how good you look there.
Take a little
I mean, you
bit.
could have took a little bit more time, Steve, if she was doing it.
I mean,
Look how long it took
Put
her.
no
And
time
there's
into
very
it.
little
you
difference in
put no
quality.
time into it.
was
Yeah, it is.
different.
Eyes.
Why do I have a
pupils,
crown on?
your hair, spiky
Scores
hair.
4-2.
Bull.
Here is
BS.
the next
I
trivia question.
am officially protesting this score of this game.
I'm gonna help you out here. Here's this trivia question: what is the powdered material that is inside the Etch A Sketch?
Charcoal.
No.
I don't know what it is.
And that's
so.
your answer, Steve.
What's the
4
powder
point.
material inside it? There's no way I'm gonna know what this is, but I know you
I
can make
thought-
ricin out of it.
I thought you were talking about that. I thought
Yeah,
you.
but I don't know what they did. I don't remember the ingredients. I wasn't trying to make it.
Hmm.
Ricin.
Is that no?
God.
Is that gonna be your answer?
I don't have an answer. Yeah, I guess.
I'm trying to give you the answer.
Okay,
Can you not see that far?
No.
All right. The correct answer was aluminum powder.
Why would you try and give it to him?
How do you make ricin out of aluminum? I think Breaking Bad might be full of it.
Probably. All right. Final prompt.
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
No.
This is worth 5 points.
This one is going to be. It's not just subjunctive. Subjective.
He's the one picking who's winning.
This is for. Let's see. What's the score? This is for 3 points.
Yeah. And
I
you
do
know
this
whose
with
side
Steven
you're
all
on.
the time.
You know whose side you're on.
This is for 3 points and the winner.
Ooh.
Who can draw the most perfect circle
Oh.
on an Etch A Sketch? I will use. I've got some circular things around here that we can test it to see who draws the best circle. Has to be the most perfect circle for the win.
This is impossible. I'm drawing a diamond. Just so we're all clear.
On purpose or
I'm trying to draw a circle.
Sure to- Jamie gets super quiet and serious with these type of games.
We can't
A circle is tough.
talk and concentrate at the same time because it's really hard to know which one's going up and down when you're doing it because you forget fast.
I had a moment where it was circling, but now I'm not doing it anymore. This is impossible.
We'll know who is better equipped to being a surgeon, maybe.
Drawing circles.
Time's up! She didn't finish!
Gosh, is that really what you drew? Show it again.
Oh, I lost it. Dang it. Sorry, guys.
You're
It erased.
All right,
shaking.
go
Why
draw.
do you do that?
Draw it again. You still got time. Draw.
do you do
You got to
this?
draw a circle. We got to compare your circles. You done with yours, Jamie?
Yes.
Okay. Just hold it there. We'll let Steve catch up. After he decided he wanted to just.
How do you make it go? I can't make it go where I want it to go! I shook it again.
This is why
How do you get it
it
to go
doesn't
up?
take time to.
Alright. There's my circle.
Okay. solid effort. And that's Jamie's. That's a pretty good circle.
I
But
tried!
I mean, it was a pretty easy.
I mean, it's not really that round.
Compared to.
This circle's better than Steve put on a piece of paper. Draw on a piece of paper. And
Yeah.
I'm doing with
Actually,
the Etch A
let's
Sketch.
do that. I've got some paper here. I've got
I
a
don't know
pen.
if Steve can draw.
Let's see if
a
your
s-
Etch A Sketch is better than.
my Etch A Sketch. Don't draw on that. My
I don't know what this is.
I don't know if we should.
That's all Steven's stuff.
My Etch A Sketch circle is probably better than his paper.
I'm getting a piece of paper.
I'm
I'm just gonna draw it over here and bring it in.
Okay, fine. No cheating.
No cheating. I'm drawing a circle.
I mean, you could cheat. You could
How?
find something
Look in-
circular and
look
trace
in-
it.
Do we have paper in this house?
Yeah, we do.
All right, ready? Am I trying really hard or am I doing a quick circle?
As long as
Whatever you're trying really hard is.
All right. You still have yours, Jamie?
Yeah.
Let's see who has the better. Jamie still has the better circle. Hers is more circular. It really
Hers
is.
has little choppy edges like she drew
It
on
is
an Etch A
still more
Sketch.
circular. Yours is like it's got punched in the top right corner.
What a way to
Ovals
waste
are
piece of paper.
circles.
Well, Jamie won.
But our
She
circle's
gets the
ovals.
3. I did promise 3 points, so
No.
That one-
7-2 was
That's
the
what
final
happens when you try to
score,
give
and I
it to
gave you a
somebody
pity
else.
point,
When
so
you
it should
try
have
to
been
give it to
7-1.
somebody else.
I don't want the pity
Goodness
point.
gracious!
I deserve the actual
7-1. What a game!
Wow, this game sucks. You can Etch A Sketch my face.
She already did.
Yeah, and you gave her a point for that. And
That
I
was
clearly
way
Better
better
than whatever
than-
you
I drew an entire human being. You drew a mole.
It looked
If you
like
wouldn't
an
have said,
alien.
if you didn't say mole, he didn't notice the
No,
mole.
it looked
If
like
you didn't
an
say
alien.
mole, I would have won that
You
one.
didn't
I
draw a
did
human
notice mole,
being.
but
You
that was-
He
drew
did
whatever
notice
the
mole.
creature was on your thing that you said
That
was
was
me.
you when you're 90.
Right.
With your saggy chestal area and your
No hair.
spiky hair.
I don't think there was any hair. I had something growing out of the back of my
Yeah,
head.
it was Homer Simpson hair. Or Marge Simpson hair or whatever.
Homer.
Whatever. I'm done.
Well, now we know that I am a better artist than Steve, which I don't think was a
Yeah, I
question.
mean, that's not really that shocking.
If you have any bit of art talent, it's more than what Steve probably has. So
What does that mean?
you don't have a lot of artistic abilities.
All right. Do we have some mail?
We have lots of mail. Get the mail. Get the mail. Stop being dumb. We have lots of mail.
I don't think I'm ever talking on this podcast again.
Made me happy then.
Quentin. My favorite name.
It's from Quentin.
Quentin Witherton. Withington? Livington?
I don't.
Quentin, thank you for writing us a letter.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Shot of the Jaegers, come to my door.
Is that what
Is
it
that really what it
says?
says?
No.
That would have been awesome.
It does say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, though.
I wish to come to
And
your
there is a door
house.
on the back.
I wish to come to your house.
I wish to come to your house. Come on over.
Look at that.
It says something on the
1,
bottom.
2,
I
3,
didn't
4,
read it.
5. Shot the airs. I wish to come to your house. Wish you came to my house. From Quentin, and that's his autograph.
Very nice autograph, Quentin.
It looks like you are learning your numbers, and I love it. Very good penmanship. Thank you, Quentin, for that
Quentin?
mail. Do we have another one? Let's read another one.
You didn't like Quentin's letter enough to
I
just have that
liked
be the
it,
letter?
but we have lots. To
Sorry,
go
Quentin.
through.
I liked it.
We have lots to go through.
Walker R. Love. This was mailed in 1819, so this person knew about us way before. There's little heart stickers on the back.
That is cute.
Thank you, Walker. But I'm gonna rip those off now. Oh, it's like a clue or something.
Oregon.
What if this says this on a treasure hunt right now?
That would be awesome.
Dun 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 dun.
Unroll the scroll.
All right, shot of the Jaegers. I am Walker Love. I have watched every video you have made. My phone number is, luckily for you, it's backwards, so I can't read it very well, to Shot of the Jaegers.
Aw, thank you so much, Walker.
We should send messages to what we think this phone number is and then see if Walker... Here, I'm texting Walker right now.
I mean, yeah, go ahead. And they're all backwards.
Maybe I'll pass on that. What if, like, Walker's parents like, who's texting you, Walker?
That is true.
Oh, it's just a 29-year-old man.
Sure. And on that note, and on that lie, thank you for watching our podcast, guys, every Wednesday. Stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.